Welcome, beautiful souls, to today's reading. In today's reading, I would like to go with you through some energies around or some messages the universe or your spirit guides want you to hear. As always, I have tarot cards with me so we can see what messages the universe wants you to hear, or basically what energies are around you if you are watching this video. So let's see what kind of messages we have for you. Here. Okay, so let's take a deeper look at the cards. They came for you. I can already tell that there is a lot of going on, so we'll take our time to go through each card and see how they are all connected together. So first, we have a reversed Ace of Pentacles, and now when we talk about like Pentacles, we are usually thinking about things like money, like career, or like basically the whole material world. So basically all of the things we own, maybe the things that we are actually building currently. And Ace of Pentacles normally is talking about like a fresh start. It's talking about new opportunity, maybe a new job, or maybe like a new way how to make money. But since it's reversed, it's showing me that there is a block here. You may have been, for example, hoping for a new beginning. Maybe you are also waiting for an opportunity to come your way. For some reasons, it hasn't like show up the way how you expected, or maybe it's still in kind of like delayed, what I'm getting. And also the reverse Ace of Pentacles can feel a little bit frustrating for you. It's like when you have planted a seed, but it hasn't started growing yet, even though you have been watering it. So maybe you have been putting a lot of effort into something like a new business idea, maybe a new project or a job application even. And you aren't seeing the results you wanted yet. And it may also feel like something is still holding you back. And sometimes the universe, it's like the saying, oh, wait, because you are not ready yet. Or maybe you also need to think about if there is a fear around this new start, or if you have been holding back in some way because you're afraid of maybe like a failure, even you are going to start this new project. Maybe you're afraid that the things are not turning out the way you actually hope. But let's see also the Four of Pentacles as a card, because the Four of Pentacles as a card, it gives us actually more clues about what is going on. Because when I see actually the Four of Pentacles, it usually means that someone is holding too tightly to what they have, as we also can see here. And in the picture, we can see that someone is holding the pentacles or the coins closer to their chest, not wanting to let it go. And this may be also right now you are holding maybe a little bit onto your resources. Whether when you are talking about resources, it can be your time, it can be your money, or even it can be your emotions. It doesn't matter that it's only like about the money. It could be also about your emotions actually. And I also have the feeling that there is a sense of fear here, that you are worried that if you let go, you will lose everything you have worked for. And I completely like get it, because when we work so hard for something, we don't want to lose it. But sometimes holding kind of too tightly can actually stop the flow of new opportunities coming in your way. So maybe what I'm also getting, that you can kind of like think about the situation. If your hands are full, you cannot take anything new, right? So maybe it's really like good time to ask like, what are you holding on to so tightly? Or maybe it's your security. When we have the pentacles, maybe it's your money, or maybe you're just afraid to take a risk of stepping outside your comfort zone because you're scared of losing what you already have, maybe is what I'm getting. And also this card is about like finding the right balance between holding on to what is important for you, but also balance into letting yourself open up to all of the new things that are actually coming your way. And there is like, sometimes it may feel a little bit scary, and sometimes letting go is the only way how you can actually create the space for something new that is meant to come into your life. The next card, when we are going to look at this, we have an reversed hermit. And I'm not sure if you even pronounce it like hermit, but yeah, it really doesn't matter. And this card is all about the need for deep reflection, but the fact is that when it's in reversed, I have the feeling that you may be avoiding that. And the hermit as a card is kind of like showing you the step back from like the busy world and to really look within you. But when it's a reverse, it can also mean that you are avoiding this step. Maybe there is something inside you don't want to kind of face right now, or maybe you have been also keeping yourself quite busy. Maybe you have been just surrounding yourself with, with busy people or with noisy people, or also just the distractions. Or I have a feeling that the idea of sitting alone or being alone with your own thoughts or your own feelings may be a little bit uncomfortable right now for you. But also here is the thing, what I need to kind of like address with this reading is that time alone, and also if you're going to do inner work, it is really important for you right now. And I know it's hard to know what direction to go, or maybe you even don't know how actually you need to connect with yourself. So maybe you can also ask yourself if you have been avoiding a long time recently. And sometimes, we have the fear of facing what's inside us. And sometimes it can be more like that we are more afraid of what we can find, what there is actually is inside, is what I'm also getting. I don't know if it makes sense, but I feel like right now, the cards are asking you to make time for that inner reflection. It doesn't have to be like scary thing to do. It can be maybe simply to just sit alone for a few minutes a day, maybe to do some kind of like journaling, maybe do a small meditation, or just sit with yourself and let your thoughts flow and also to show you what they need to show you. And sometimes also what I'm getting, that the answers you are actually looking for are inside you, but you cannot hear them. You cannot get these answers because you don't know how to slow down, and you don't know how to look inside you and how to actually listen to everything your intuition, your guides, the universe wants you to know right now. We have again reversed King of Cups, and the King of Cups normally, when it's not in its reversed position, it is showing us someone as a person, and this is again like gender neutral reading, but it's as a person, as a king. He's someone who is control of their emotion. He, as a king, is very calm. He's also very wise. And also what I'm having the feeling from King is that he has a deep understanding of his emotions and of his feelings. But when it's in reversed position, I have the feeling that there is a sense that those emotions might be kind of out of the balance, as we also have this Four of Pentacles talking about balance. So I have the feeling that there is a lot of emotion energy right here, but you are struggling, or someone close to you is also struggling how to express how they truly feel, and that there also could be like emotions that are kind of hidden under the surface. Maybe you have also some feelings of frustration, maybe you have some feelings of sadness, or maybe you also have a partner and you are now not very much into like communicating with each other, is also what I'm getting. But when this card kind of like show up, it can also mean that someone is like hiding something, or is wearing like a mask, or is trying to appear also like they're calm, they are in control of their emotions, but deep down under the surface there is something holding them back, is what I'm getting, like holding them back emotionally. Or maybe you have been also kind of trying to be seen as someone who is strong, or you are someone who doesn't want to be seen as vulnerable. So you are kind of like hiding your emotions, but those emotions make things a little bit harder from a long run, or from like longer, when we are like looking at the long-term perspective, because It's very important right now, and also the messages that I'm hearing is very important to let yourself to feel all of the emotions you are maybe hiding, and also express them to the world. And maybe it's a little bit like difficult for you to admit some of the emotions you may be feeling. It's really time to start healing yourself, is what I'm also getting. And we are now going to look at this reading like all together. You know, there is a new start you have been hoping for, but it feels a little bit blocked for you right now. This card, Four of Pentacles, is saying that the part of this block might be coming from holding on too tightly or something. Maybe it's like we talk money or security or something even emotional. And the reverse Hermit is saying that you need to take time to reflect, you need to go inward, and also to connect with what you really want and what you really need. And also the King of Cups is saying that there are some emotional imbalances, or maybe you have some emotions that aren't being like expressed, or maybe you haven't like really dealt with openly. But overall, what I'm also getting this reading is encouraging you to loosen your like grip a little bit, or maybe to just trust that letting go of control, or you know, if you're going to let go of the fear, you can actually open door to new possibilities or new opportunities. So you should really take some time for yourself, and also to feel whatever you need to feel, although it may be a little bit uncomfortable right now. But really, you need to allow yourself to feel whatever, like emotions needs to come up. And sometimes it's really okay to, you know, we don't have all of the answers right now. And sometimes it's just completely okay to embrace it, and also not to force to show everything that needs to be shown, is what I'm also getting. And also the cards are telling you that it's time to find a balance between holding on and finding a balance between letting go, and also maybe finding the balance between like the action and the reflection you actually need. Or also, what I'm getting from this card, finding the balance between being like vulnerable, I never know how to pronounce this word, I'm so sorry, being like seeing someone as who is like weak, and being someone who wants to be like seen by other people as someone who is strong, is what I'm also getting. So you need to kind of like find the flow you are kind of looking for. But I am also feeling that we can also draw some more cards, and I'm also going to draw a few cards from the universe has your back, because I was kind of like called to also shuffle this deck and give you some more messages. So let's see what messages. Okay, we have the first card. My vibes speak louder than my words. No, sorry, I completely read it in incorrect way. My vibes speak louder than my words. I was like, what is this? The next message, I already have one, but I'm trying to see if something more can kind of show up for you. Okay, use this card. So, I surround to a power... I cannot read today. I surrender to a power greater than me. And the last card is, the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And maybe I'm also thinking you can actually maybe take a screenshot or a picture of those quotes, and then you can journal on them, or you can maybe just think about all of those questions. But I also have some more messages that I wanted to shuffle from this Wisdom Within Oracle deck, and I'm going to give you also some more maybe affirmations or journal prompts, or just a small messages you need to hear right now. Okay, so the first we have, take your darkest experiences and transmute them into light. The next is, see it through to completion, and don't let life be a collection of missed opportunities, as also the Ace of Pentacles was talking about. So you can also take a screenshot, or you can just write those quotes into your journal. So thank you so much for listening to these messages. As always, please take what resonates with you and leave the rest, because this is a collective reading, or these were just channeled messages that needed to come through. And If you like this channel message, you can give me a thumbs up, or if you would like to see more of the messages like this, you can hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.